Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be about evil being exposed. There is a passage in the Bible from Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether good, bad, or evil. That means whether you do good, bad, or evil, it will be exposed to the public. Bad and evil will be public embarrassment and humiliation. And good will be, like accolades. What do you call it? Like good attention, I guess. Attention, not intention. Anyway, the judgment, the exposure has already started. It started last year. If you get on YouTube and you put in celebrities exposed, you will see a lot of celebrities that have already been exposed slowly, and there are more to come. God is exposing everyday people for the bad and evil that they do behind the scenes, behind closed doors. Did you ever hear that saying, what's done in the dark comes to the light? That's what this means. That means God always exposes it. And He's going to expose it. Say like you're the average person. He will expose it to your family, your friends, your co-workers, the community, whoever and whatever He has to publicly embarrass and humiliate you, to get you to stop doing it and to change your ways. And the more you fight it and continue to do what you're not supposed to do, the more He's going to publicly expose, humiliate, and embarrass with all these people in your life. Now, there are a lot of people today who worry about what others think of them. If that's the case, you would stop what you're doing right now. Because these people are going to find out exactly who and what you are. You're being exposed to them. And they're going to see what kind of person you are. So remember, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 14. There is another passage in the Bible in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. That pretty much means about exposure too. But it also means about no accidents, no coincidences, why things happen in life. There is a purpose under heaven. We are not meant to know that. Will we find out someday? That's possible when we go to heaven. But nothing happens in this world without a purpose behind it. What that may be, we don't know. Anyway, anyone who does bad or evil to anyone, especially people who are undeserving, all your darkest, deepest secrets that you want to hide from everybody is going to be exposed. And that's God's way of calling you out on the carpet and saying, look, I'm going to continue to do this until you stop and change your ways. You don't stop and change your ways, and everybody's going to know every nasty, dirty little secret about you. How are you going to feel then? That's what God's asking. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't want to be publicly embarrassed or humiliated about anything to anyone. I don't live that way, so I don't have to worry. But there are a lot of people on this planet that do. What's done in the dark comes to the light. And that's always. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, next month. It always gets exposed. And God knows the right time to expose it. So if you don't want people to know what kind of person you are, and you care what these other people think, then you'd be changing your ways. Because they're going to see the real you, and then they're going to walk away from you and want nothing to do with you. Your family can walk away, your friends can walk away, your co-workers won't want anything to do with you, your bosses probably won't even keep you on the job, your community will turn their back on you, and then you're going to be all alone. Is it worth all that? That's the question. That is the question. You have to stop and think about things like this before you make decisions in life. Some decisions you make in life can cost you pretty severely. Others can cause embarrassment and humiliation. Others can cause you to lose everything in your life. And I mean everything, till you have nothing and you're on the street with no one to turn to. Do you really want your life to come down to that? Why make your life harder than it has to be? That's the question. Because you're stubborn? Because you think you know better than God? Well, let me tell you. If you feel that way, you're asking for bigger trouble. Because God's going to show you He's boss. And He's going to prove it to you. The harshest way He can. And He can also mess with your health. Do you really want to go through life living on the street? No home, no cars, no job, no family, no friends, communities turned your back, bad health, no money. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? You're not going to have any money to go to the doctors to take care of the health problems. What are you going to do then? Seems like you'd be between a rock and a hard place. Why let your life get that tough when it doesn't have to be? You don't know what God can do in your life until you change your life. No one is forcing you to do anything but you. You are forcing the karma you're getting by the things that you do, the way that you live, how you treat people, how you live life, how you sleep around. God says you're disgusting, you're trash, and I'm going to put a stop to it. And if I have to take everything away from you, I will. And then you will be begging for Him to help you. Whether He forgives you or not is between you and Him. Some things people have been doing are unforgivable. But you know what? I forgive people for what they do to me. Not for them, for myself. So God will forgive me of the sins I've committed in my life. And I do it only for me, nobody else. And I don't tell people that I forgive them. I don't. Because a lot of them don't deserve to know it after everything they've done. I don't wish them ill. I don't wish bad on them. I don't. But sometimes when you tell people if you forgive them, then they continue doing what they're doing. Just like it means nothing. But you know what? That's between them and God. And my forgiveness of people is between me and God. And nobody else. There are people that want me to forgive them. I refuse to discuss that situation with them, just like I refuse to accept apologies from them, because it's too little too late. They've done too much damage. You're not going to treat me like that and think everything's hunky-dory, because it's not. God knows what kind of person you are. He sees it every day, all night. 24/7, 365. He sees your thoughts. He sees what's in your heart. He sees what's in your mind, what you're going to do before you even do it. He knows what kind of person you are. Anyway, anytime you do anything that's not nice to somebody, that's bad or evil, you better be prepared for the karma that's coming your way, because it's coming 10 times, at least 10 times worse than how you dished it out. And it can come in many forms. Just like I said, he can wipe everything from your life, including your children, your spouses, your girlfriends, your hoes. It don't matter. God don't care. He will take everything from you if it's going to teach you a lesson and change your life. I've seen him do it to a lot of people that I know. But these people, they think they are God, and they think they know better than God. I don't insult God's intelligence that way. I know I'm not God. I don't exact revenge. I let him do it for me. But anything you do that's not nice, and that could be the littlest thing. That could mean giving people mean, evil looks, screaming, yelling, speaking bad things about people out of your mouth that you wish would happen, all the way up to a lot of the things that's going on in this world today. You will be exposed. How's the public humiliation and embarrassment going to feel? I don't reckon that would feel too good, would it? Stop and think about that. I wouldn't want to go through that. I don't want to see anybody else go through it, truthfully. But if you do the deed, you're going to pay. It's the way it is. God's let a lot of dark, evil stuff, mean stuff go on behind the scenes, but he just let it build up till he could bring that tower to come crumbling down and humiliate you and expose you and embarrass the hell out of you. And then he'll sit up there and think, did they learn anything? Are they going to change their ways? More than likely not. So it might have to happen again. And if he has to take everything from you, he don't give a shit. What he gives a shit about is you learning your lesson, you changing your ways. That's what he gives a shit about. And you understanding that you are not him. He is the one that is vengeful. Nobody else is supposed to be. And when you do vengeful things against people, you're slapping God in the face and you're telling him, I'm God. And he will prove you wrong. The harshest way possible. Like I said, might not come today, tomorrow, next week, next month. But it's on its way. You just don't know when. I wouldn't want to suffer through all that. I have to end this here now.